Outdoors Brews and BBQ is a proud member of the Penthouse Podcast Network.
All guests are over the age of 21 and are legally allowed to imbibe responsibly.
Hey there, guys. Welcome back to Outdoors Brews and BBQ. This is Carlos, your host. I haven't even finished.
Where is my money? Where is my money? That's all I want to know. Where my money?
Oh my goodness.
Where my money?
Oh man.
What my money?
You're gonna be clicking that button all episode.
Jesus. I gotta tell you a story about that later.
Okay. In today's episode, we do have a new guest. I'm gonna let him introduce himself here in a second. We came across him accidentally because I found his location because it was right by a friend's house, and I was like, man, there's a barbecue place right around the corner. Let me go check this out. And I have a friend that lives right back here, so I was like, oh, Hannah's right there. Let's just go have some barbecue. That way I don't got to cook. And that's how I came across your place. And then I swung by there with Hyro one day, and that's when we got to talk. So I'm going to go ahead and let you introduce yourself here and a little bit about your barbecue as we go along with tasting some beers today.
All right. Sounds good. Carl from Hate Mondays.
Round of applause.
Everybody knows me as Alberta Chef from Hate Mondays. I've been there since 2015. This year will be 8 years for me.
Nice.
Okay.
So barbecue style is my own style. Everything was created in my backyard. Nobody taught me how to do anything. The smoker that I currently use right now, I actually bought that for my house. I did not buy that for a business previous to me opening the restaurant. So I was at Publix one day. The day that I bought the smoker, I'm having a party at my house. I wasn't working, and it was full of ribs. I had some leg quarters on there, some pork belly, and some other items. And I was at Publix, and I opened it up. It was lit. It was still attached to my truck. Opened it up, and somebody says, "Hey, do you want to sell that?" Not really, but sure, let's go. And that's pretty much how my business started.
Nice.
Okay, dang.
Okay.
I like that.
Not bad. Not bad.
Nice.
So
It's an
the whole business
opportunity.
started off the parking lot of a Publix.
Yeah.
Publix, yeah. The
Gotta
very
love
next day, I called my friend. He lives in, he works in a warehouse district similar to this where I'm located right now, down south off of Quail Roost right there. And I parked out there for about 6 months. No permits, no nothing. Just did a little crazy freestyle. Just got there early.
Funny, man. I might have actually driven right by you and not even
Probably a few
104
times.
and 187.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have actually driven right by you and not
I
even
was
know. Wow,
right there
that's
on
amazing.
right there on P Ryan.
Yeah.
You're right.
P Ryan,
For those who don't know, it's part of Miami, further
Part
down
of Miami,
south.
Florida.
the dirty south,
Dirty South.
dirty south.
Those who know.
Yeah,
Oh man.
born and raised there. So,
Woo.
yeah.
Well, I think most
And that-
of all of us, you're from that area. I lived most of my childhood in that zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
South Miami Heights.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
Except for-
I was Coral Park and / West Kent.
Oh, yeah, Weekendo, like.
Kill me with
Huechete.
Huechete.
Oh. All right. I'm thirsty. I'm gonna go
Yes.
for beer number one.
Oh, we're going to be drinking a lot today.
All right.
So we're going to moving fast.
Hyro, you're the sour fan. I'm not a sour fan, but the first beer
I'm
of
a
this
sour
episode,
of any type of alcohol. Let's be real.
you're right. Shit, I can give you gasoline to drink that too.
I probably would.
First beer is called the Fun Sip. The Fun Sip is a fruited ghost sour beer. It is from 903 Brewers in Sherman, Texas. All right, let's take a look here. These came in 2 cans. Both these cans were purchased through Tavour.
Double tap.
Double tap these things. I don't want no magical bubbles coming out of here accidentally. There you go. You got some bubbles coming out slowly.
Oh shit.
Oh, this one's a spitter. You got that
It's
over
a
there?
spitter. Wait a
Nice.
minute.
This one's a spitter. Yeah.
He's gonna hit the button. He's
Oh,
so there you go. I just did it free.
Now you don't even have to do it. Now you just,
You don't
These are
even have to do
squirters,
it.
not spitters.
Oh. All right, let's get
So-
some of this stuff here.
My wife was watching the show the other day because she gets she signed up for notifications when the show goes live,
uh-huh.
and she asked me, she's like, "Babe, were you on the show?" And I go, "No, I'm at work. I was at work until 9, but then she heard that,
Oi.
and she's like, "Wait a minute, that's my husband." And I go to her, I'm like, "No, honey, I swear I was at work." And she's like, "Are you sure?" And
Oh.
I'm like, "Come
How
on,
much
you
you
would
got?
know." I
You know I want the
I
can,
wanted
right?
bullshit about that. Shit, it even looks like juice.
Bro, it smells like juice. I
Juice?
smell it from here.
This is a sour,
It's supposed to be a sour.
bro. It looks like cherry juice or some shit like that.
I'm just
do.
waiting to see if we have any surprising solids come out of the bottom of this can.
Oh, Lord.
True. See,
Chen, you didn't want
Little
too much, so
sediment.
I can send this can your way.
Oop.
Oh, they made this cup.
Chen.
However, you want from a can.
Yes.
He always likes the can.
All right. Chris, you good there? You want more?
No, that's fine. That is more.
I heard he wants a lot more. No.
No, chill.
Bro, you good with what you got there? You want a little bit more?
Well, this is plenty. Thank
That's
you.
plenty? All right.
I'm
Is
not
your-
a sour guy.
Neither
So
am
that
I.
says more than enough for
But you know what? I've been
Oh my god,
very
it smells like a
surprised.
starburst.
Thank you.
Been very surprised with some of the sours we've had, and I've had also some sours that I would never ever touch again.
True.
All right.
Hey, Jay Wakefield had you.
Jake Wakefield did have me. Right off the bat, it looks very thick. It doesn't. This is not a transparent sour.
Are you sure this is a sour?
It's a sour. It's classified as a sour.
It tastes like an IPA.
Their description of this beer is thick,
Nah.
thick, sweet, fruity, jammy, tangy, and bright.
You're talking
Where-
about me again.
Where exactly is the brightness in this? I don't know, but
So Chen gives it a 4.
You can definitely see a little bit of solids in
yo,
there.
this shit's Robitussin.
It
Oh,
is,
just so you
tastes like
know.
Robitussin.
You rate beers from 1 to 5. It could be 5.5, 5.1, 5.2, or 5.1, 5,
Let's see.
4.2,
Well, let's see.
4.5. That's high.
If I were to rate this as a beer, I'd rate it probably like a negative something because it doesn't taste like a beer. It tastes like a mixed fruity cocktail, which is actually it's pretty good considering I do not like sours at all. But you put this over a cup of ice and add a little bourbon to it, it's gonna be amazing.
Ooh.
I think that will make it so much better.
That'll be so much better.
Because
But as a
this,
beer,
right off the bat,
I do not count this as a beer.
I don't do.
this does not taste like a beer right off the bat. This reminded me of childhood medication.
Yeah,
For me, it tastes good, so it gets.
It tastes like a mixer.
it is. It
Yeah.
is. It is good, but
Tastes
it's
like a
just
mixer.
not in the beer category.
If you were to pair this with a dish, a barbecue dish, of course.
It'd be smoked fish.
Smoked fish.
Okay.
Smoked
Okay.
fish.
Damn, that's actually a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like smoked fish dip or just like a smoked fish as a whole?
Smoked fish. I do smoke salmon all the time there, so
I'm gonna
I would
go
not
try
pair
that
this
out.
with smoked salmon,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe like a swordfish or something.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, ooh.
Some sort of creamy veggie.
I like that.
Okay. A creamy veggie dip.
Yeah, some sort of like maybe an asparagus with bacon and like an Alfredo sauce, little gargonzola,
He's
something of
making
that
me hungry,
nature.
bro. He's
I know-
making me
yeah,
real
I
hungry.
figured he was gonna make all of us hungry. That part.
Oi. Honestly.
What's up, chat?
Oh, it's my wife. There you go.
Oh, she's on there.
She's like, I know his voice. No puedo. Hi, babe. Honestly, dude, it's not the worst thing I've tasted on here. It's not the best,
No,
definitely.
we definitely had some worse stuff last week.
If we threw bourbon in this would be freaking incredible. But it definitely reminds me of Robitussin, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it out of a 5, probably like, and I think I'm being generous, is like a 2. You know, so it's just for a sour. It's not sour at all. Like I don't
feel any sourness in
it's
that beer.
sweet.
Period.
It's sweet, and then it
It's
has
sweet.
a little bitter. That's
Yeah.
all, but no sour. Like I think that was probably like a really bad miscategorization on their part for categories, giving it a category like that. But that's just me.
All right. So we had to rate this beer, Chris. What would you rate it?
2, brother.
You're gonna give it a 2.
A 2.
2.
Dang. I'm at a 3 with this. To enjoy it. Not the best
I don't know,
sour
man.
I've had, but not
I'm
super
very
bad.
close to Chris and on that too.
A 2?
That unless we really were to mix it with something else, something to counterbalance it a little bit, it reminds me way too much of medication.
Wow, every time I see another kind of beer, I'm just about to grab it and pour. I'm just like,
Like honestly,
Cheers.
it's false advertising, dude. It's saying
natural
that.
reaction.
Although I do like what it says on the can. It says lick and sip. Oi.
Lick and sip.
Lick and sip.
Oi. Exactly.
That would actually, because I sell a lot of different seltzers and other stuff, I would put that in that category.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Mm,
More on the
Yeah.
seltzer rather than a beer.
My wife would drink this.
Because
I mean,
I have sours that completely go the other direction with that. But that
Like this is fruity enough that my wife would drink it, and it would actually be like palatable for her. Like I'm pretty sure she would.
I wouldn't be able to drink this. Esto está de madre.
Yeah,
La de madre.
it's
Yeah,
not.
no.
It's definitely not the worst beer we've tasted on here.
Definitely not the worst beer we've tasted, but I wouldn't.
I
wouldn't have
wasn't
this.
here for the pickle beer fiasco. So
Oh gosh, the pickle beer.
I wasn't here for that. and
I
thank
love
God.
pickles, but bruh, no.
I have another one in a box on the way to me. But we're gonna see how bad that one might be, or how good it might be in comparison to the one we have from Colorado.
I'm literally purposefully not like opening that
Colorado.
app because I know that if I do it, I'm gonna order more, and like I'm just purposely not doing it
So I feel we should start jumping to the next one.
I feel
that quick. Good God!
Oh yeah, that quick. We
All
got
right.
we got 5 today.
All right,
You got
holy
5 beers,
So start reading
Well,
off the next
4
one so I know what
beers.
to grab.
4 beers and a bourbon.
All right, whoa!
That same one you have in your hand.
All right.
Hey, perfect. What is
Now-
it though?
APV level on this one that we just had, the sour, was a 7.3, if I'm not mistaken.
This was 7.3.
7.5.
Oh,
Really?
7.5% APV for this Robitussin.
oh shit!
This Robert Tussin. Get the Tussin.
All right.
Tussin. Is this the IPA?
This one is a Belgian strong pale ale.
Okay. All right.
Just for you.
I'm going to leave a bit of this Robitussin so I can actually mix it with bourbon later on and see how that might be.
It's a Belgian-inspired American crafted. Okay. All right. What's the APV on this?
Here we're jumping from our current 7.5 to a 8.5.
Oh,
Okay.
So we're
For a
jumping up.
it's a triple, you said?
This one's not a triple. And the IPA is a triple.
Because that unholy that we had down on the floor, that's a triple.
You're right. But that unholy, we know what it tastes like.
Yes, we do.
This one, we have no idea.
Okay. All right, there you go.
I hope it tastes
Yeah.
as good as that unholy. Hyro, you want the can, bro. You gave
Yeah.
me one too many cups.
Go gentle
No.
with me.
1, 2, 3, 4. Chen 5. Oh no, wait, that's right. My bad. Shit. My math be off. No.
Sound like you're already happy.
A
You sound
little.
like- You sound like wobbly already, bro.
Wobbly.
Wobbly? Wobbity wop.
Your voice sound wobbly.
Shit.
Wobbled.
Get a Yuma.
No, that's fine.
That's
more-
fine with you?
That's more than enough.
Hand it down.
Remember, this is a Belgian pale ale. So we don't know how Chris is gonna take it.
Wait, hold on. What? Oh, it's not all IPAs that I hate. Remember, India Pale IPAs.
True.
That's what I don't like.
True.
Not
We'll
APA?
see.
And that way. This one's for Chen, who wants barely nothing.
This is good.
That's good.
Yep, this is good.
And then this is yours.
Grazie.
Chen, you're going to have to stretch back here, bro.
Oh, I got you.
All right. We didn't get a rating from you, though, Hyro, on that first sour.
Yeah, I did. I said 3.
3? What about
give
you,
it
Carl?
a
What would you give that one?
This one,
The first one.
the first one,
It goes by decimals of 10.
0 to
so
5.
As low as 0 or 0.10 or as high as a 5.0. It can be.
for a sour. Considering I don't like sours, I'd probably rate it a 2.
Okay.
Okay.
fair.
So we all landed more or less in the same ballpark, except for Chen. He liked it. He gave it a 4.
I'm sorry about that.
Ain't no apology. Hey, you don't like it.
No, I'm saying sorry. He liked it.
Oh,
Okay. All right. So now we're
No.
jumping to a Belgian strong pale ale at 8.5%. This is from Texman Brewing Company in Indiana. This is supposed to be a malty, complex, and rich Belgian strong pale ale called the Investor.
The Investor.
Mm-hmm.
Good God.
that's why they're called Taxman Brewing.
Somebody put some strong investment in here.
Yeah.
This- This almost tastes
This-
like a more of a red ale.
Yeah,
This one I actually like a lot.
this is really good.
This is good.
This is good.
This
It's
is
a
making me
solid
feel
beer.
like I'm drinking like, which one is it?
This is close to an unholy, dude.
This
Not
is-
unholy though. This
It's
is.
close.
It gives me more of a taste of delirium.
Tremens?
Yeah.
Delirium tremens?
Yes.
It gives
Yeah.
me like a feeling like
A mild delirium.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm like something
A very
about this
mild
just feels
delirium.
very
Yeah, because
familiar.
deliriums are 11+%. But
Yeah.
This is not
This
bad.
8.5,
Yeah.
but
I can have this with almost
I
any
like
barbecue
this.
dish. I think this with some
Mm.
brisket.
Oh. Maybe a rack of ribs.
Baby
Buns
back ribs.
Lightly sauced, though. Lightly sauced.
Maybe like a Carolina pulled pork.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Damn, he's
sounds
making me
like
hungry,
food.
bro. Damn.
That's because of the
Starving.
tanginess.
Yeah,
The tanginess in here.
But you know what? It's a clean taste. Like it's exactly what it's supposed to be. Like it's like what they said on it. Like it's. I taste the triple, like the Belgian inspired. Like I taste that because it definitely is close to like an unholy in my opinion. Honestly, on a scale 1 to 5, I give it a good solid 4. I like it. It's clean.
4.
It's a clean beer, bro. It's good.
You know what else it reminds me of? The Tourist Trap.
It does.
Jesus.
There we go. That's the
The original one or the late one?
original. But he's
The
not
original.
We used to drink that
like
all
this.
the time.
Oh, I would be like
During lunch, that was
during lunch.
It
like
was-
Tourist Trap.
It was
Commit
either
Tourist
that or
Trap.
Kentucky. It was either that or Kentucky Bourbon Barrel.
Yeah.
One of the two.
MIA's been missing.
I mean, you can still get it here at MIA, but it's a
Right.
shame that you can no longer go to a local Total Wine or whatever and pick it up.
Yeah.
I used to sell them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Tourist Trap was the shit. I used to love Tourist Trap.
That
That
was
was-
like that was one
That
of
was
our
my
staples.
favorite. Like I think I got everyone. It was like,
Yeah.
try this, try this, try this.
Yeah, it showed up at one day at lunch, and you're like, I ordered the beer for you already, and I'm like, what? You're like, yeah, I figured you want to try this, and I go, okay, and sure enough, it was freaking good.
I know my beer.
Okay. So, Chris, you gave it a 4.
Yeah, I get it a 4.
Hyro, what do you think?
I guess a 3.5.
3.5 from you?
Yeah.
What do you
Pretty
think,
good.
Carl? Would
About a
you
3.5 there.
3.5?
3.5.
Okay.
Chen. 3.5 from Chen.
I'm at that 3. I was gonna say 375, but we no longer rate it by quarter, so
So you got it
3.80.
3.80.
380.
3.8.
A 380 for me. I
Damn,
would definitely
damn
consider.
you untapped for changing.
Yeah, man, they changed that shit out of nowhere.
It's
and
a
I was
crap.
like, what? So I'm gonna go with a 380. I would definitely have this in my fridge. I feel like
I
this would be a
definitely would.
nice, refreshing summer beer. If I was outside right now lighting up my smoker, I wouldn't mind having this. I know you would probably have a nice stash of this.
Probably.
You know?
I'm sorry that I didn't see it on the app.
It's a good breakfast beer.
Mm, yes.
I can
Good
go
to
with that.
wake up to.
After you
Just
drink
'cause
your
it says-
coffee, open a beer, light a cigar.
Nice.
like- Love me a good cigar.
While you light up the smoker.
There you go.
While you light up that smoker. All right.
A Romeo Julieta, I'm good.
No.
Now let's get a little bit more into detail here with Hate Mondays Tavern. So you started in 2015.
2015.
All right, I'm gonna keep on drinking this beer as we talk because it's not bad.
I'm on
as a
slow
beer.
poke.
The smoker you have outside right now.
Yep.
Would you be able to fit a full size pig in that smoke?
No.
No,
Ugh.
doesn't fit in there.
I've had three sucklings in there.
Okay.
Okay.
So I could probably fit maybe a small pig, 25 pounds or so. It's not a very big smoker there.
Interesting. I thought it was bigger than that when I saw it. I thought a 40-pounder would have fit in there easy. You would have to cut the
Cut
knees
them in
off.
half.
Cut them in half. Okay. Is it because of the rack?
If you cut the legs off, it'll fit in there.
If you cut the legs off, it'll fit.
Oh shit.
Okay, so it is pretty big.
Yeah.
Some lechon.
Well, I mean, a standard caja china is like what? Like,
You can't fit anything bigger than a 50.
exactly.
Anything bigger than a 50 in a caja china ain't gonna fit in there, right?
Unless you bury it in the ground and cook it in the ground. Like
For those of you who listen to us abroad, because I know there are some people that listen to us from Europe.
Yeah.
abroad. Hold on, pinky up. Abroad.
Abroad.
Pinky up. Yes.
A caja china is what we call in the Hispanic culture a pig cooking box. It's a heat box, and that's the best way I can describe it.
Better known as the Chinese box.
Yeah,
Chinese box,
there you go.
literally translated from caja china into
Yep.
English Chinese box, where you put the pig inside the box, but you put the charcoal above the top lid, and
Correct.
it concentrates the heat within inside the box, cooking
Correct.
the pig.
Indeed.
And it's usually made of wood or metal, one of the two.
Wooden
Or a-
exterior
or a
with metal
mix.
insulation.
Yep.
Yeah, because you don't want to light your box on fire.
Or if you go to like certain parts of Hialeah, they just bury it in the ground and cook it that way.
The best way.
Yep.
You gotta be
I've-
careful of the box on fire.
I've never done it that way. I would be interested to see how that.
I mean,
works
they
out.
usually what they do is they'll put the charcoal like on the bottom and then line it with like a shit ton amount of like banana leaves and like just something like organic.
But there's
as a
also
liner.
specific rocks that they use for that type of cooking method because I
Mhm.
was also looking into that in that series we were talking about earlier, where there are specific types of stones that they lie within
Oh,
the hole
yeah.
that they make
Oh yeah.
to put these charcoals in, and the stones help you concentrate the heat and cook it faster. But I'm not going to get into too much detail into that.
The santeros on there, yeah.
You got the santeros dancing around the fire.
Hold on, somebody put made in Taiwan.
Made in Taiwan.
Russian components, American components, all made in Taiwan. Best line in all of Armageddon. There you go.
Oh my god.
Movie reference.
There you go.
But how early do you start grilling in the morning?
Depends on what I'm smoking that day. Usually my smoker's lit by 6:30 in the morning,
Coño.
Mm.
and probably till about 3 o'clock every single day, depending on what I'm cooking. My brisket, I do it over 2 days,
Oh wow.
just because I'm not going to be there longer than about a 9-hour period. 9-10
Yeah.
hours or so forth. But
So you leave the briskets in the barbecue?
no, I take the brisket out, let it rest.
Okay.
Next day it goes back in, depending on if I'm gonna. I try and get a good 8 hours of complete smoke in there before it becomes wrapped. Once it's wrapped, goes back in and you finish it from there.
That thing must deteriorate like butter, bro. Just like,
What days of the week
Oh,
do I
I've
need
seen
to
the
go to your
videos on the
place for brisket?
Instagram.
Fridays.
Fridays.
so do you grill every day or is it just like certain
Every
days?
single day.
Oh shit.
Every
But
day.
every single day is a different.
Yeah, I have
specialty.
Yeah.
different specials every day. So ribs you'll get every single day. I have smoked wings every day.
Nice.
Pork every day. I do smoked salmon on Tuesdays.
Better go
Wednesdays
on a Tuesday.
I do oxtail, rabo encendido.
Bravo.
Ramos.
Yo, you know your
Ooh.
boy needs
I
oxtail.
saw that photo this morning. I was like, bro, if
Wait,
he's
hold
gonna
on,
bring
hold on.
some of that.
Oh my god, my ears.
Question. Are you saying, and I'm just making sure.
Can we go for oxtail?
Chen.
Man, what's up with the Jets, bro? I
I
can't
know,
hear
for
anything.
real. So are you telling me that you smoke oxtail?
I do not smoke oxtail,
Oh my god.
but I do make oxtail.
I was about to say, I was like,
Today I did smoke some oxtail. I'm trying to play with it. The thing is, when you smoke certain meats to get the tenderness out of it,
mhm.
It's difficult.
it's a larger process. So what I'm doing is smoking it for a short period
Mhm.
and then braising it after that.
Oh.
So I'm playing with it so I can come out with the same dish, because when you cook it in that tomato base,
Mhm.
it's all about the sauce. It's not about the oxtail.
Right.
That's what it comes down to, and that's what my customers like, is that sauce.
The sauce.
It's all about that sauce.
What you described is just pure sexiness, sir.
Yeah.
That just hands down pure sexiness.
That's
Yeah.
actually my wife's favorite dish is oxtail.
Mira, look,
Same here.
that's exactly what she just said. Natty.
Oh,
One of my favorite dishes to cook, probably the hardest dish that I do cook. It takes, just to clean the oxtail, takes hours,
Yeah,
because I take that whole layer of fat off the outside.
Oh, wow.
okay.
So a lot of people do not do that. So you don't
Yeah.
get that chewiness. Once you bite into it, that meat falls right off the bone.
Damn, you making me hungry.
And you just you dip the bone in the sauce and you just suck the sauce off of there. So it's
I'm having hot flashes.
Natty
bro.
definitely needs to go.
I guess we're gonna go there on the week.
Yeah.
I might actually go there on my birthday.
All I know
lands on
is you better let me know when you're going so I can show up.
Well,
Because
if I don't go this upcoming week, it's gonna be on the week of July 4th,
oh my god.
unless I find out that Carl's closed on July 4th.
Yeah.
I will be open.
You'll be open. You gonna be throwing fireworks right out of the parking lot?
Absolutely. Right out of the smoker.
Yeah,
Hell
like, pew.
Sparks.
It's like, hold on, nobody has a lighter. Hold on, I got you,
I
fam.
got you.
He just puts it right into the fire. Oh man. Now most of the photos I've seen and when we went to see you, you use a specific wood. Is it
Yes.
just one type of wood, or have you tried exploring
It's a blend of oak and hickory.
Nice.
oak and hickory?
Yeah. To get cherry, apple in a full log, to get it here, I'd have to charge about 2 to 3 times more because of the price of the logs to have it shipped here. Oak is local. Get it from Orlando, a couple other areas right here in Florida. So it's very easy to get, reasonably priced. But if you get cherry, peach, some of the sweeter ones, I've played a little bit with some of the citrus that we have here. The thing is most of the time when you get it, it takes about a good 6 to 8 months to dry out wood before you should smoke on it.
Oh wow.
If not, it becomes too bitter. If you try and cook on a citrus, guava, some of those other trees that we have right here, you have to let it dry out because it becomes too bitter.
It also takes that long, guys. For those of you that are not from Miami, because the humidity down here is year round.
Yeah.
So for you to dry out logs like that you, even though you have them under a shed or whatnot, you're outside in that humidity. So it takes forever for that stuff to dry up.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you're using chips or small chunks, absolutely.
Yeah.
It makes a big difference. So usually what I'll do is I'll use about 25-75% ratio. I'll use about 25% completely soaked, leave it in there, depending on what type of wood it is, because some absorb, some do not absorb. So it depends on the time on there. Leave it in there, and then you put a couple of dry chunks on top. If you just put the wood in there when it's dry, it will catch on fire and you'll create more heat.
Correct.
So all you're getting is fire rather than the smoke flavor. So soaking them keeps them from burning out so quickly, and then you don't have to sit there and maintain the fire as often.
That's
But
the trick that you taught me.
You wouldn't do that with actual wood logs.
Well, when you're using logs, you have a bigger fire
Right.
box, so you have a lot more to play with there.
Correct.
And you have dampers and everything else that you can control a lot of the heat. And this is water that you're soaking in? Yeah, I've tried it with beers and I've tried it with other stuff. You don't notice anything.
Soaking the logs
Yeah.
in beer.
You're better off just
Hey.
cooking the meat in like
The
beer,
beer
or something
Like having
else.
soaked it in it.
Yeah, depending on what you. And I'll tell you a trick to cooking chicken. Everybody talks about this beer can chicken.
Yeah.
All right. And I'll tell you something. I've tried it with bourbon, IPAs, ales, stouts. I've tried it with straight bourbon. I've tried it with everything. What will change your life? Cook it with the jupina.
A jupina.
What?
Woo! Just so you people
Hands
out there
down.
don't know that
Because
don't
of the
live around here.
sweetness and pineapple. Yes.
Jupina is the soft drink down here.
It's
In Florida.
a Latin culture
So-
soft drink
Yeah.
that's
It is a very sugary
pineapple
stuff,
based.
the sugary one. But
Damn,
it's
now
delicious.
Super sugary.
That
Now I
is-
gotta try
that
it.
is
You
a
just blew my mind
secret
there,
that
man.
I tell everybody about. And I'm telling you, it will change you because the pineapple and the sweetness in there. So you usually when I'm doing the whole chickens, I'll put a spicy rub on the outside. So you're getting the spice from the rub and the seasonings that are on the outside, and the sweetness is on the inside. So the can that's sitting at the bottom of the can, if anybody doesn't know what a beer can chicken is a little, a little base that sits on top, and you literally put the can inside of the chicken. You dump about 40% out of there, because what you want it to do is just constantly steam inside there, and that's cooking on the inside. So you don't have to pour it on there. You don't have to do anything. It's just constantly that flavor is just coming out of there, evaporating, and just absorbing inside of that meat. And it's
Wow.
a game changer.
Dang.
I got 3 days off next week, bro. I know what I'm doing on my day off. I'm gonna try
Oh
it with a
my gosh,
jupina because,
jupina.
ironically, before I left over here, the wife was just prepping. We bought the smaller chickens. I forgot right now what that chicken.
Cornish hen.
Cornish hen.
That is, oof.
And
I love Cornish hens.
the darn beer can doesn't fit in a Cornish hen.
No.
No.
You get the little
So-
tiny cans. There's
Yeah,
the
you
tiny
gotta
cans.
You got to get the
those
small
little ones.
travel size, right?
Yeah.
Listen,
I didn't have any of those at the
I
house.
just thought of
So-
Marcelo.
you put it in a glass,
Marcelo,
pour
yeah.
some jupina in it.
So she was prepping bourbon, bacon, barbecue sauce with
Ooh.
some beer that I had, and she covered the entire chicken in it.
Oh,
And it's
Sounds-
just there prepping,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna stick it in the smoker tomorrow.
marinated
afternoon.
in there.
Probably
gonna
smoke it for about 3 or 4 hours slowly. See how it goes. Try that out. See what happens.
that's gonna be good.
What temperature are you smoking?
I'm gonna smoke that small chicken probably somewhere between 260 and 280.
Okay, so probably about 2.5 hours.
Damn, that's gonna be.
If I bring it a little lower, I mean I can control it a little
Well,
lower.
I'm hungry.
actually, it's a Cornish hen, so you could probably do this in about an hour and a half. So
So bring it-
usually,
I'm gonna try that at 220.
Look.
yeah,
Let's bring it down to 220. All right.
Like,
Yeah.
bring it down. Bring it
All
down.
right.
yeah, because they're small. So
Yeah, it's a pigeon, practically.
Hey.
Oh,
I'm feeling a little thirsty. I don't know about y'all,
let's do it.
because your boy always thirsty.
All right, what's the next one?
all right. Let me reawaken my iPad here.
Hemi-Cuda.
Hemi-Cuda.
71
The
Hemi-Cuda.
Barracuda.
71 Hemi-Cuda.
Ooh, Barracuda. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
All right. For those of you joining in, guys, all of the beers on tonight's episode have all been beers got purchased through the Tavour app. The next beer up is a triple
Tavour.
New England hazy IPA called the 71 Hemi-Cuda. We are looking for hazy, hoppy, juicy, citrusy notes in this beer. We did start off this episode tonight with a easy starting sour at 7.5. Jumped up to a strong pale ale at
Still feeling them other
8.5.
beers, huh?
I'm letting those beers out, bro. And now we're graduating up to a triple IPA, triple hazy, at 9.8 APV. I'm ready to try out some beer.
I'm ready. Vamos.
Be gentle on my pour, please. You know
Be
how,
gentle
you know
on
how
your
I feel
pour.
you know how I feel about IPAs.
Can you
But it's a
redefine
hazy.
me?
It's not an IPA anymore.
It's not.
I mean, it is, but it's
Redefine
fruity.
me. What is the definition of gentle? Because I don't. That's not in my vocabulary.
Don't be
Pour
gentle with me.
Like this much.
Ah,
I've never been a fan of IPAs. Like
la
I just-
sebilla de pendejo. Got it.
What I normally like to say, fuck me up, son.
All right. Toma, Chris.
Green
Uh,
I went easy.
The
Tremendo
lights
ching ching.
blinking.
No. These cameras are not being cooperative tonight.
Yeah, so those on the podcast that are listening to us on the podcast, we do record live.
Yes, we
And
do.
sometimes our cameras freak out a little
They
bit.
malfunction.
They act up on us.
Yo, Josh.
That's what you
Carlos
catch us
slacking on
on
what cup, bro? My cups are empty. I left that one there to do a little,
a little
you know,
okay.
a little
little
science
chug.
project right there at the
little
end.
science project. What are you?
It was
Oh, you're gonna put the.
You
I know
right,
what
boy?
you're doing. That's what I know.
I left that little thing there on reserve on the side just in case.
I get you now. I get you.
You get what I mean?
Yeah,
Oh.
but I thought got a little. Was it the? What's it called? The fun sip.
the fun sip,
Still have a little bit of the fun sip left, right?
Got a bit of that fun
the
sip,
the
bro.
lick and sip.
Yeah, he's
Ooh, I
gonna
like
try
the
that
color.
with
Carl, you
something
want
else
any
we
more of
have.
that? Or you good there?
No, I'm good.
You good?
He's
Chen,
like, I'm great.
I am doing wonderful.
Chen told me he wanted half a
Da-da-da.
cup.
Are you trying to? We trying to kill Chen. God
Chen
damn.
told me he wanted half a cup.
Bruh.
I'm gonna go with a half a cup of this one because I'm very curious of this triple hazy.
Ooh, that's the funky.
All right. So as we try
Bottoms
this beer, this beer is from Colorado. Y'all let me know.
Colorado.
Ooh, Carl's face over there said otherwise.
Oh.
No, it's the smell.
It's the smell that
Yeah,
kills
smoke,
you.
yeah.
Ooh, the smell.
Yeah, they got that funk. That's
Yeah, it smells terrible, but it tastes good.
we've been getting a lot of
What's
them.
up?
With like they smell terrible. You taste, you're like, oh wait,
That's
a
a
minute.
triple IPA. That's a triple IPA.
What's the ABV on this? I'm sorry.
This is a 9.8.
9.8.
Yeah.
All right, good. We're getting there.
It's just gonna
Okay,
keep going
we're
high.
climbing up.
Exactly. You know,
Yeah.
it's,
We climbing up.
that's how we start. We start low. We go high.
Wow, this is actually really smooth.
Yeah.
I get what you
That
mean
sounds
about
like
the
my
smell,
life.
though. When I smelled it,
Oh yeah, that's
I
why
was
the rest of us like,
expecting
it's funky.
something different.
Yes, it is very dank. That's what I was gonna say.
Dang, this is mad smooth.
It is not my favorite smell, but the taste is actually pretty solid, even for an IPA.
I'm already gonna give this a rating on my own.
That's
before
where
any of
that's
y'all.
where I get into the part of like a hazy compared to a regular IPA.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It takes the whole IPA out of the thing
The whole
because
equation.
it's very sweet and it's very fruity.
Right.
All IPAs have fruit notes in them and everything, but when you get into that hazy, the hazy is very sweet and it takes the beer out of like the IPA taste.
Mm.
IPAs are known for their hops and their bitterness. You get into the hazy and you lose that.
But this is definitely a beer I would have in the pool
Yep.
and
It's like, I'm
forget
going to
how
pool.
much I weigh. And when I try to get out of the pool, take a piss, and I'll just watch myself go right over.
Why are you leaving
You're-
the pool?
you'll be increasing
I'm gonna
your
take a piss in the
buoyancy.
pool. Fuck that.
Well, now
that-
I know for who I got to put in those little chemicals in the water that turn different colors when something.
See, if I know you
I
have
don't-
that.
Is that even a real thing?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro.
So, like, if you go to a water park and you pee in the water park, like, they're gonna
Not
know.
all water parks.
No.
That
but, like,
depends which
they-
water park
they're-
we're talking
they're-
about.
they're
Because
not
if you're
allowed
talking
to do
about
that.
rapids,
Well, that's true.
if you're referring to rapids, that's like COVID Central, and you know they can't afford
Well,
that
I'm
little
just saying because
chemical.
like I've been to Volcano Bay and like I couldn't hold it because I was in the like freaking. They have this like river that. I mean,
It's called the lazy river for a reason.
yeah, that's I'm trying to be lazy here.
yes, Chen. I
was too
pissed in
lazy
the
to get
kiddie
out.
pool.
I'm trying to go one more round.
I'm just saying it was like whenever I think about that, like what's the movie that Grown Ups and like
oh my
all
god,
the,
yeah, they take a.
Yeah, in the pool.
all the dudes are peeing in the fucking pool, and I'm just like, bro, that would be so fucking embarrassing. And I'm like, if that
That's
actually
real though. They got that in a lot of
if that
places.
actually happened to me, I think I would just run out of the water park at that point. I'd just be like, fuck this. What do you mean own that? No. Then I'm the asshole that everybody is like, oh, this fucking guy couldn't hold his piece. Like,
Or-
what the fuck?
It depends.
You just go into a big group of people. Just
and then you're just in the middle of the crowd. They don't know who it came from.
Bro, the reality is that if you go to a water
That little
park,
snail trail that you walks away from.
Just identify somebody that isn't taking a piss.
if you go to a water park, 99% of that is probably pee. People pee in that
Of
shit
course.
all
That's
the
why,
time.
that's why you have
chemicals.
chlorine in there.
Exactly.
That's the whole
why
point.
chlorine levels are so damn high. But I'm ready to go back to this hazy.
But I still have a good time.
Go back. I'm sick of talking about pee and poo. All right.
I already had enough of that when I used to work at a vet. I don't
So-
need no more of that.
You had a rating for this already, right?
I actually enjoyed it a lot. I like the taste you get as you start sipping on it. I'm about to rechange the rating I gave it. I'm going to drop it down about 3 points because I don't like that really strong hoppiness you get there at the end. That aftertaste
like
after
that.
a few seconds. It's not horrible. It's not like Hop Gun from Funky Buddha.
Oh, God, don't
Oh, I
start
mean
with
Funky Buddha, not fucking Buddha.
that. Fucking Buddha.
Fucking Buddha.
Hop Gun definitely is the most hoppiest, one of the most hoppiest beers that I can
In existence.
talk about. I don't know if you have had anything hoppier than that.
That
No.
resin sitting on the floor right there is happier.
It's hoppier.
The resin?
But it's in like a good way. Like
Yeah, in a good way.
There's a different like
that good hop.
But, see,
But I like dry hops.
6 point. They do a good
Okay.
job.
all right. But I'm gonna give it a 3.9.
3.9. Wow.
I was
I was
gonna
thinking you would
originally
give it like a
4.3.
3.7. I was thinking like, damn.
I was
You're a
originally
lot
gonna
higher
give it a
than I thought.
4.3, and it was that slight minor aftertaste that kind of dropped
Okay.
it down.
So, Chen, call out your, because no one can hear you other than me talking for you.
3.5. It's not as smooth as I would have.
So Chen gives it a 3.5. He says it's good and wishes it was smoother.
Oh, triple IPAs, I feel like should be a bit smoother.
All right, Carl, what you give this?
It's about a 3.2.
3.2? Okay.
3.2. On the taste and the flavor that's in here, and at the ABV that it's at, it's actually very smooth, and you do not.
No.
Oh, this is
They're
very.
You
gonna be
do not
sneaky. You're gonna be
feel
like,
that-
"Da, da, da."
This could be very
Yes,
tricky.
this could be a very
This
dangerous
definitely-
beer.
This is like you're at a pool party. You're
Yeah.
just constantly you're gonna be.
3 beers in, you drank a 12-pack.
No, yeah, dude.
So
12-pack, man.
That happened to me the first time I had Golden Monkey.
Oh,
Well, Golden
God.
Monkey is my babe.
I was 3 beers in. We were at a friend's house. I look at my wife and I was like, "Here's my keys. You are driving home, so you stop drinking because I can't drink no more."
I'm going to categorize Golden Monkey as that's how babies are made.
Hey,
Babies are made with Golden Monkey. That's all I'm going to say.
have you tried the Triple Abbey?
yes,
Yeah.
I've had Triple Abbey.
Triple Abbey's good.
I'm going to go ahead and give this my well documented hatred for IPAs is something that's been a topic of discussion, but
Exactly.
I'm going to
Been
go
on
ahead
the show so much.
I'm going to give it a 3.
A 3.
Yeah.
Actually, not bad.
It's
Okay.
it's
Okay.
it's smooth, it's clean. It doesn't give me an overwhelming hoppy taste. I can taste the orange, like the juicy part, the hazy part, like specifically, like I feel that. I actually liked it. It was pretty good.
Okay.
I'm leaving a little bit there because I'm conserving because we still got more to go here.
We got 2 more to go.
Golly.
Yeah, I need to keep drinking. I'm at a 3.5 with this.
Okay.
Really like this. It's good. It's nice in betweener for me.
I mean,
It's good. In between, great. And then there's
Wait,
like
hold on.
amazing.
Between good and I.
Well, good.
Hold on. What is this?
But-
Take blue dye with
take
you to-
blue dye to. That's exactly what I was laughing at when we were talking.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, that'd be
yeah, that would be
hilarious.
great.
Knowing the person who wrote that, he would do that shit.
Thank you, chat.
You just like literally spray it on somebody and they're like, "Oh my god, he peed."
He would do that shit. No.
That'd be hilarious. But remember, depending on what you're taking in, it might actually come off on you.
True.
So you got to know who you're going for, and
Then they're
who
gonna
not
go look
going
for the
for.
search for the evidence, and
Gotta-
he's gonna look at his fingers, and they're all
Yeah.
blue. and- oh shit!
All right. So
What you gonna give it, Hyro?
I already gave it 3.5.
3.5. Okay.
Are we
Still
moving on
checking.
to
3.5.
Are we moving on?
We are moving on because
All right.
we got a lot to drink, and this show's only about 50 minutes.
5-0.
Yeah. Last one.
Not 1.5. The opener is in there.
Oh shit! This is a bottle. So this is
That
the
little
one.
wooden pallet.
Is this the one you couldn't find any
Where's it out
information
here?
on?
Yeah.
This
that
thing I
thing.
never know. God dang it. I don't know how to use this stupid thing.
Give me that shit. Give me that shit.
I have like a bottle over. I'm about to grab
me that
like
shit,
crack
bro.
this.
I don't know.
It's childproof.
This is just for me.
We
so
found
I'm
out
just
it's
gonna drink
childproof.
this.
So
Yeah,
hold
it's
on,
childproof.
is it Hido proof?
Whatever. This bottle's just for me.
What do you mean just for you? Son, you better start
Wait,
pouring some of that
put
shit
the
in a
cups out.
cup.
How many ounces is that?
Yeah, I was gonna say anything that comes in like a 16 to 20 ounce.
I see Equilibrium on there, so you already know it's a decent brewery. Yep, that's Equilibrium.
So we've had multiple beers from Equilibrium.
yes, we have.
This is one of the only beers that I've not been able to find a description for.
Yes, and I even went going, and you know how I'm freaking good at finding shit.
Hyro
Could
looked-
not find. The funny thing about this is that while I was trying to look for a description about this beer, the websites that might have had a description on this beer were just like shut down.
that shit.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, not kidding. I'm just like, what?
So are we tasting?
And I'm
like,
sure it's just probably the website like updating do
Thick.
something.
This shit looks like
but-
car oil, bro.
Are we tasting jet fuel or something?
Maybe.
This thing looks like. Damn, it's thick.
That's what she said.
You're right. That is what she said.
Oi! There you go.
So yeah. So
Hurry, you need another cup, son. Unless you drink it from this bottle. No, because I need the artwork. Que carajo.
you can still have the artwork.
Then sip
See
it.
my lips off of it.
Let me see the bottle. I just want to read it
Okay.
real quick.
Yeah, it has some information about it on the bottle. But there's
Yeah,
no
that
like,
way.
like seeing what. Look at
Chris.
this. This is nice and dark.
Chan.
Beer balance.
This is thick, bro.
Coconut macaroon.
That I've read that. I was like,
Oh,
That sounds interesting.
You're not about it?
A good
I am-
stout should test.
it is like syrup, dude.
So this lands into the same category as the ones we had last week.
So that macaroon has molasses in it, right?
Mm.
Because that's what this tastes like.
That's
Yeah.
most likely, but
It tastes like molasses. Yeah. I could make a good sauce with this.
I know. You can literally boil this down and make a sauce with it.
Tastes like you should not be drinking.
Yes.
Look at that stain
Yeah.
on the cup.
yeah,
It's real thick, bro.
Yeah, this I would
This
say
is-
this is
it's
either
a thick boy.
I can see why you couldn't find information on this because they probably realized that they fucked up with the mix. It's like yeah.
The average rating on this, though, through Tavour was
I kinda like
4.6.
A 4.6?
Was the average rating out of the 73 ratings it had already been given.
I can tell you already what I give this. 3.5. I enjoy this.
I
like this.
I'm good, dude. And you know me, I love stouts.
I like stouts.
Stout is my favorite beer on this planet, and
This is straight molasses.
this is syrup. Like I feel like I can boil
Mm.
this down, put it on chicken, or dip it in chicken.
It doesn't even taste like beer.
It
I already
doesn't.
finished
No.
it.
No, that's what I got.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You want mine, bro?
There, you can have mine too if you want.
Hido, you can have mine, dude.
Yo, hold up. I'm trying to
drink
drink this stone later.
I'm
Hold up.
sorry.
On top of like ice cream or a pie or something.
Yes,
like that.
yes.
So it's a double
Make a
imperial
good
coffee
flamboy with
stout,
that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that.
and it has 14%.
It's
That
just
is-
it
that
even
does look
looks
like
like
motor oil.
syrup,
That doesn't taste like a drink. That tastes like a
like a topping.
Yeah, like that's an ingredient, bro.
I can't.
So
even-
it reminds you a bit like Dominicans have like un halal. That's what it's called. It's
Yeah.
kind of like this like
Porque ya está
coconut.
halal.
so honestly,
So for me, I kind of like it. I like it.
I'm gonna go ahead and out of respect for Equilibrium, because like all the stuff that I've had from Equilibrium,
In
is-
respect, give them
is-
your honest answer.
I'm sorry guys, this was either a bad batch, or
Nah, it's just what it is. What it is.
It's a good taste.
I gotta give it a 0. I'm sorry. Like I hate to do that. I've never done that for a beer. I've never done that, but it's just pure syrup. It just tasted like they got all the flavoring they could and put in, and then forgot the rest of the beer. That's
Damn.
I
It's amazing
completely
you shot it
agree.
that low.
I can't drink it. It's too sweet.
It's the best tasting not beer.
I really like it.
I can't.
It
It's a.
doesn't taste bad.
You drink
would
Malta,
put-
don't you?
Oh yeah, I do.
I would
I
put
do
this.
drink Malta too, which is why I'm like, this
That's why you like it.
I
You
would
like
put
Malta,
this-
you like that.
I'd put this in my coffee. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I
I'd
can
put
see
this
how
in
you
my
can mix
coffee.
with a bunch of things. That's
You put this in your
But for me,
coffee.
it
You don't
tastes
need cream
really
or sugar. This would be enough. You just throw it in your coffee.
Snow cone syrup.
That's exactly what. Look,
It stained the
You still
color of the cup.
look at that.
No, like, literally.
Like honestly,
I think I'm gonna stick with Hyro on this one. I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
from 5.
I can't. I can't drink it.
You give it a 0.
I
We got.
and you
Ken,
know
what
what?
did you give it again?
Great taste, not beer.
He says great taste, not beer.
Yeah, that's not a beer.
So
If
what do you
this-
give it, Chen?
1 because it tastes good.
Damn, Chen, give it
But
a
but I think, guys,
Carl?
honestly, go ahead,
You
Carl.
gotta put that. you
Point
gotta ice-
5.
you gotta-
0.5.
I think I honestly understand why you couldn't find any information on it, because they probably realized, oh shit, we fucked up, like, or this batch, so let's just cut bait. I mean, maybe it was just a bad batch, or
I can, and I agree with what he's saying, because I think that's a bad batch or something.
Yeah.
Like
He feels it.
they're missing something, because the flavor is there. You can see where they were going with it, and it's completely there, because it's just missing something.
I
For
don't-
me, it
don't
tastes pretty
sense-
good. I always say, like,
It's too
sometimes,
thick and syrupy.
you know how it is. Sometimes they want to mess around with people's like taste buds. They'll make it a certain way and see what people say about it.
I would
And they'll
go
find
as-
another batch. Okay, they said this. Let's work on this like this.
Heido,
I personally enjoy this. That's why I was like, I'm gonna 3.5.
I'm gonna go ahead and go as far to say that I don't think there's any fermentation in here. I think they just literally like poured all the syrup in the actual bottle, and it was a bad batch.
I kind of like that.
If
So
you told somebody this wasn't beer, they probably wouldn't know it was beer.
But
yeah,
like I'd
I would
boil
agree
this
with
down. I'd boil this down and mix it with something. Make it into a sauce. You could put this in barbecue sauce and it would be fucking fantastic.
yeah.
I feel like this was
Maybe
some
that's the
bacon
idea.
jam. Some bacon jam mixed with this.
Oh,
Poured
yeah.
right over some chicken.
Ooh.
wings.
Fuck yes.
absolutely.
On a burger. Yeah, I'm fucking hungry. Shit.
I
All
love
right.
cayenne
All right.
pepper to it.
So ready for the
Yes.
coup de grace?
The
Let's
coup
go
de
for it.
grace. All right.
But I thought you want to talk about the coup de grace.
Oh man, we've had
there's
4 beers so far in this episode tonight, but I did definitely want to seal off Carl's experience to Outdoors Brews and Barbecue with a nice shot of bourbon
Absolutely.
to seal it off.
And today is National Bourbon Day, so
Oh,
every day to
Represent.
sample out
So
something.
to make it even better, National
yes.
Bourbon Day,
Yep.
shot of bourbon to seal up tonight's episode.
perfect.
Mm.
what kind of
This
bourbon?
thing is
Take a whiff.
95 proof.
What kind of bourbon are we talking about here?
I love that's
Clyde May straight whiskey bourbon.
when you were getting this. I was like,
92 proof.
Holy shit!
This is right up my alley.
yeah,
Let's go.
Clyde May is
Let's
good.
go.
They have Clyde May has been a
Clyde
reliable
May.
one for him. When he told me it was like Clyde May, I was like, Clyde May, which one?
I've never heard of this, but
I'm definitely ready to taste
I
it.
love me a good bourbon. Hold on, we're gonna get you a nice clean cup.
hold on, because I want to try this.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
I
That's
left
so
right.
this
on
is okay. So
purpose.
earlier we said why Porata was trying to save his original drink. This is why. I want to put some bourbon into that. Was it the fun dip?
It was
The fun sip.
fun sip.
The fun sip.
Shit, he
And then
even
see
has
how it
shot
tastes like
glasses.
now.
So
Now, of course, it warmed up a bit, so we'll see.
that's all right.
So pour it into your fun sips, and then pour me a good. Chen said, "Pour him everything." That's for Chen.
Just give me the bottle. No, I'm just
Chen, that's for you. Yeah.
Okay, good to know that was fine.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Hyro. Chris, you want about the same thing as Chen?
sure.
Gotta
Good Lord.
taste.
You said a shot, not a drink.
Oh, this is
I'll
a
take
drink.
the drink. I'm gonna enjoy this.
No. You're supposed to sip it. No.
Yeah.
This is, you don't have to take it as a shot. No.
Well,
we
can
have
continue
like
enjoying this after we go off cam. It doesn't have to be.
when we have like drinks like it's normally like it's just
Yeah,
to sip.
this is excellent.
Yeah.
That's really
Claude
good.
Mays, what's up?
So everybody can see us live on.
Yes.
Yes,
on
we are
YouTube.
live.
YouTube
We are
and
YouTube,
Twitch.
Twitch.
Next time you come in, we'll give you the link.
Okay.
This is freaking fantastic.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Yes, very good. National Bourbon
National
Day.
Bourbon Day.
Cheers.
Bourbon
So
Day.
cheers to
Everyone
everybody.
enjoy
Cheers
it.
to everybody.
Yep.
I'll pass it along.
All right. Cheers out to I Hate Mondays.
Go ahead and let them know where they can find
All right.
Yes, Carl. Where can we find I Hate Mondays?
All right. So you want the address, or you want like how to find me?
On Instagram,
Yeah,
like
so-
Twitch,
The whole nine
YouTube,
yards, man.
Facebook, anywhere.
So how you guys can find me? Hate Mondays. It's not I Hate Mondays. It's just called Hate Mondays _ Tavern. You can find me on Instagram. I have my personal, just a reference of I refer everything off of Hate Mondays. It's called El Bearded Chef. That was named to
El
me
Bearded,
by
perfect.
one of my friends, and it sort of stuck. And I'm like, hey, where's the L come from? I'm not Hispanic. I'm a white boy in Miami. the L part. I'm like, let's take the L part off. And he's like, yeah, but nobody has L bearded
no.
because
That-
there
it
are
has to be-
bearded chefs out there, and it just sort of stuck. And I'm like, I'm from the 305, Latin community. I'm gonna support
Let's go for
everybody
it.
out here. So let's do it. So El Bearded Chef, if not Hate Mondays _Tavern. I'm here, local, Miami, born and raised here.
Nice.
Right down the street from where we're doing this podcast here,
Hey,
right here in West Kendall, in the Warehouse District.
Miami for y'all
So-
out there.
Hopefully, the next time we have your episode,
305.
man, we'll be doing it right there in your parking lot.
Oh, we
not
could do-
Broward.
oh,
I'm ready. Let's do it.
We
Let's
could
do
We'll
do
do
it.
it in front of the smoker.
Right in front
Oh
of the
my
smokers.
gosh, yes.
We have to wait till like October, November when it,
For sure.
cool.
when it
No
drops
way in
down
hell.
to about 85
No way in
degrees.
hell am I doing it in the next 3
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
I'd be
Well,
crazy enough to come back. That's
yeah.
not- that's
Cheers
let
for
it, let
you
it drop down
for-
to 85 degrees.
Yeah, cheers to you for doing the craziness of out there in that heat.
Yeah.
But damn, it's gonna be hot this summer. All
Mm.
right. As far as the rating for this bourbon before we close off this episode,
just you know,
bourbons we rate a little differently. We rate from
1 to 10.
1 to 10 instead of from 1 to 5. And what would you give this one?
So it has some caramel notes in there.
Mm.
Yes.
Very nice. It has some sort of smoky flavor in there. I can't figure out the
Like
smoky.
oaky.
Yeah, maybe like an oak, but it's not it because a lot of times you get into the oak, it has that peaty taste to it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's not really an oak, but I'd rate this a good 7.5.
Okay. Not bad. I'm actually
And
right
I'm a
up there.
bourbon drinker, so I'm more of a single malt Scotch. That's my
Single malt
go-to.
Scotch. Hey.
We did a bottle of
Glenlivet.
Levitt 14
You
today.
talking about yeah.
2 of those, and
Nice.
One of my faves. That's
Yeah,
what, I
so-
go out there, I call it, we're like, what? It's like,
Alrighty.
they don't know what's up.
If I'm out there in that heat having Glenn Levitt 14 years, bro, I'll be sitting in the driveway right now.
yeah,
Oh,
it's a starter kit.
it's a starter kit.
Yeah.
I'm actually up there with you. I like this bourbon as good as I like my Buffalo Trace.
Oh my God.
Oh,
yes.
Buffalo Trace.
We love Buffalo Trace.
And I am gonna give this also a solid 7.5, almost 8.
What's the name of this brand again?
I don't even
Claude
know.
May.
Love me.
Clyde Mays.
So I definitely plan to add a bottle to my liquor cabinet from this.
I definitely
'cause-
one I would bring to
Yes,
your house.
where did you find that?
I actually purchased this afternoon at Total Wine.
Yeah.
Okay.
This little tiny bottle. This is the how many?
Claude May is not cheap.
This is their 375 milliliter bottle. This little thing was $25.
Okay.
Shit. That's not bad.
So if you go 750 milliliter bottle, then I'm sure it's somewhere around the 60s,
Mhm.
mid 50s.
Oh, great flavor.
Oh, yeah.
Very
So-
nice.
One of my
bourbon.
faves. That's why when he said it, I was like, get that one.
I also feel like if I'm up north, visiting family up in Virginia, this would be a nice drink
The
for
price in the winter, in the fall.
midwinter.
Oh, in the fall.
In the fall, winter, this is a nice drink to have. Oh.
I'm just thinking about.
I'm gonna go ahead and definitely give this, because me, I love Buffalo Trace. That's my favorite. I still have 2 bottles in the cabinet right now. I'm gonna go ahead and give it about an 8. Solid 8. It's good, full bodied. Definitely good, nice caramel notes on it. Like you were saying,
That was the
def-
first thing I noted. Also, was the caramel note.
It has that nice little woody aftertaste. Like oak or something like that. Definitely tastes like it was aged in a barrel. Solid, I would say, very, very solid.
All right. Chen, what do you got for us? Chen is umming us. Umming. Dang, he's just about that Irish whiskey. So he's not about that bourbon, is what he's saying.
I think this is a great bourbon for anybody who doesn't like bourbon.
Okay, so he's saying this is a good bourbon for anyone who
it's-
doesn't like
Distinct
bourbon.
aftertaste that I think turns people off. This one has very little.
All right.
Very drinkable.
Very drinkable.
Okay.
So what's the number? What we got?
8, man.
Chen is at an 8. And that's actually, Claude May
Word.
is an 8 for me. So it's been an 8.
Okay.
So
So we all.
I
shot
knew
it
what we were
pretty high
drinking. I was
mark.
like, yeah.
Not bad.
Very
so
good,
my
very good.
definitely a good closer.
Recommend
It will
bourbon.
join my collection.
All right.
Hope so. They have a multitude of different styles. Bourbon.
I guess I'll be going there on a Wednesday
Definitely.
to get some rounds in the
Oh yeah, dude.
I'll have a bottle there.
I'll bring you a bottle.
I'll have a bottle there.
All right.
Too
I
late.
always have a bottle or 2 there of something.
Of something.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking forward to swing by there with a wife on a Wednesday, seeing as the wife already shouted it out on the chat up there. I saw it earlier.
Hell yeah, bro.
Carl, for sure, thank you so much for coming into Outdoors Brews and Barbecue
No.
podcast.
Absolutely.
It's been a pleasure. I'm
Sorry.
definitely going to be swinging by Hate Mondays Tavern.
Thank you, and thank you for having me out here.
For sure.
Glad to have you out here.
Glad to have you here.
Good times, good times.
Next time we'll be having the same conversation by the fire, though.
Definitely have you again here.
All right. All right, guys. Thanks for chatting into Outdoors Brews and Barbecue. This is Carlos, your host. We are out until the next episode.
Peace.
Peace.